to the Delmarva Almanac. Each week we connect you to the best of Delmarva. Like other almanacs, our aim is to tell you a little bit about our past, our present, and events in the near future. I'm your host, Dana Kester McCabe. Theater has very deep roots here on Delmarva. In 1937, a group of drama buffs in Salisbury formed what has become one of the longest-enduring community theater groups in the state of Maryland. Their first play, The Singapore Spider, opened in May of 1938. Since then, they have put on countless dramas, comedies, and musicals. Recently, they acquired their own rehearsal hall on Nutter's Cross Road. That's where I visited Rusty Mumford, the director of their upcoming production of Steel Magnolias. He's been associated with the Community Players for over 30 years, acting, directing, and building sets, among other things. Rusty has spent his work career as a dedicated schoolteacher in Somerset County. He says that acting and directing complement each other.
I get to see both perspectives of the same thing. The process. As a performer, I know what a director has to go through to get his performers or her performers to do what needs to be done. And as a director, I know what a performer has to go through to give the director and the audience what's needed to create a character.
The Community Players is an all-volunteer organization and always welcomes new members.
I have to say that Community Players is a wonderful organization. If anybody's thinking about getting involved, they absolutely should. We can always use new members who have an interest in theater, regardless of what that interest is. We can always use new performers, new tech hands, new builders, people with new ideas.
The Community Players will hold tryouts for the comedy Moon Over Buffalo in the next few months. Rusty encourages people to take a chance and audition. He offers this advice to aspiring actors.
Be confident. Know that you can do it even if you're quaking in your boots. Know the show. Find out all you can about the show. If you can get your hands on a script, read the script and pick out a character or characters that you're most interested in auditioning for. But above all else, be open-minded. The director may see something in you that you don't see in yourself.
I asked Rusty about the future of the Community Players now that they have their own building as a base of operations.
My hopes and dreams are that we keep going, producing at least 4 shows a year. I would love to see us eventually be able to perform in this space. I know that's several years down the road at least. I would love to see us start again our Children's Theater Workshop series. And we now have the facility that we can do it, so that's a real possibility.
The stars of most plays are those wonderful characters we see on stage, but I asked Rusty to tell me about the unsung heroes of their production. He said that a local salon was lending them beauty shop furniture. He also said his wife, Becky, was an integral part of the show.
I'd have to say probably the producer, my wife, who every time I say, have we done, she either says, yes, I've already taken care of it, or no, you haven't said anything about that yet, but I'll take care of it tomorrow. And my set construction chief, I don't think that Lester Huss said no to anything when I told him what the set I needed, what it should look like.
Many of you may be familiar with the movie Steel Magnolias, starring Sally Field, Dolly Parton, and Julia Roberts. When it was originally produced for the stage, the action took place all in one setting, Truvy's beauty salon. Unlike the film version, only women appear in the play. The mother, Malin, will be played by Charmaine Cowell. Allison King will play her daughter. Judy Hearn is Truvy, the salon owner, And other characters, Annelle, Clary, and Weezer, will be performed by Mandy Moss, Robin Mandelson, and Bobby Calloway, respectively.
Steel Magnolias is the story of 6 women who live in Chinquapin Parish, Louisiana, and their interwoven stories of life in Chinquapin. One of the major stories, obviously, is Shelby's wedding and early marriage and the fact that she's a diabetic and wants a child so badly. The tragedy that occurs because of that. But there are also storylines that go with each of the 6 characters. And this show, Steel Magnolias, is going to be awesome. Get your tickets soon, however, because the tickets are selling fast.
You can see Steel Magnolias the last weekend of this month and the first weekend of February at Warwick Community College in Guerrero Hall. Find out about times and ticket availability and auditions for their other productions at communityplayersofsalisbury.org. Well, that's all for this edition of the Delmarva Almanac. We'd like to thank our community partners, the Friends of Delmarva Public Radio, the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore, and underwriters, EatDrinkBuyArt.com, for their help in bringing this program to you, our audience. Our theme music was provided by Brightside Studio. This show has been a Moonshell production. Thanks for listening. Until we meet again, may the rhythms and tides of Delmarva bring you good fortune.